All right, everyone. Well, welcome back to Nails by Sora. This is day 6 of our 25 days of holiday nails featuring Madam Glam's advent calendar. Now, if you watched yesterday's video, you would have seen that I showed 2 boxes, day 5 and day 6, because they go together. There's nothing in this box. It is empty because it is sitting right next to me, having already used it. So this is Madam Glam's foil, transfer foil, and it came with their foil glue for day 5. So I already did day 5 nail. You can catch it here. And now we're moving on to day 6. Since this was day 5, this is day 6. They go together. They get 2 nails. Why not? So since we're coming upon Hanukkah, I figured I would do a Hanukkah nail. So I want to do a gold, silver, and white French, and I'm going to be using the foil for the gold accents, and we're going to see what we can come up with. So in terms of the background color of the nail itself, I haven't really thought that far. I don't want to use the blue, gold, or silver because that's going to be really too overwhelming. So maybe I'll just do a nude background, or maybe like a translucent gray. I can do Tiny's 091. It is their syrup gel. That might work well. And then I can do like a glitter overlay of maybe Gem 097. Well, that's straight silver. That's going to be a little bit too heavy. You can always disperse it in some base to lighten it up. This is 096. So we're going to do that. We'll do that as our base, and then we'll get into the French. All right, I just think that the sparkle is too much and I don't want to overwhelm the nail. So I'm going to leave it off, clean the sparkles off my hands, and we're going to go right into the French accent. So I want to do one of the, where's the foil? Where's the foil? Right here next to me. I'm gonna do kind of an abstract French or an accented French, something French. And like with the last video, I'm going to dispense the foil gel onto my palette. I'm going to take one of my long liners and I'm going to draw the line that I want to be the gold foil. And then I'm going to use the baby blender . In for the 60-second cure. All right, so if you didn't watch yesterday's video, basically what you have to do is, it's difficult to conform the foil transfer sheet to the curvature of the nail. So if you're doing a whole nail, that's going to be the most difficult thing to do. It's easier to do it in patches. So something like this where there's no pattern, it's just a what's it called? It's just a straight color or a metallic sheen. It's easier to, or it's easy to fix mistakes because you can just tap it on and patch. But you want to try to lay it on the topmost curvature of the nail and pull it down. And then using something that you can scrape against the nail, push it onto the area that you've glued. You want to put down some pressure, but you don't want to be too forceful with it. Or rather, you don't need to be. Press it down around the edge of the nail. And just scrape it against the surface. Now I have limited success with foil, that's why I rarely use it. But we're going to see what we can do here. See, very patchy, not my favorite thing in the world, but we're going to press it down to the surface again. I'm gonna go in with another coat of foil glue, foil gel. I'm going to try to get some more on the nail. I really feel like if you're going to do metallics, it's easier to use chrome paint. The foil just is too troublesome, for me at least, to bother with it. Okay, so that's better. I'm gonna touch up the corner with gel paint, but I'm going to go in with the rest of the design and get that figured out. So I've got my blue on the palette, and for the blue I am using Road Trip by Madam Glam. And then I've got my gel paints, which I'm going to use for some line work. So for the other side of the French, I'm going to go in with the blue. And I think I want to do a line that's a little bit farther over. I don't want it to be exactly centered. So Road Trip is a little less opaque, so I'm going to do 2 coats. And for each coat, I'm going to do a So I've gone and done the second coat of the blue, and I'm not going to cure it yet because I want to also put a blue line going over the foil gel. I think it's a little thicker than what I wanted, unfortunately. Let's see if we can fix that. right, so now I'm gonna cure it and we'll move on to the next step. So now I'm going to just alternate with the metallics and see how I want to lay them in. I'm going to clean off my brush so that there's no more blue. Got this piece of foil that keeps sticking up. I should do another layer of top coat over, or base coat rather, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to actually start with the gold first because I laid down the blue line a little crooked, so I want to pull this line over to even it out. All right, so I'm going to finish off this nail with some base and top coat. I've said this in prior videos. This is gonna annoy me that there's some glitter stuck to the nail. I've said it in prior videos that I always do a coat of base before I go in with my top coat, and that serves two purposes. First, if you're doing a lot of line work and designs, you're going to have raised areas of your design, and you really want to make sure that you get a straight light line, and that's how the light hits and causes that reflection. So you can see it's a little wonky as it goes over that line. It shifts a little bit and becomes distorted. You want it as straight as possible. So that's one purpose. You put the base coat on, it adds an extra layer of protection. You put the top coat on, and that helps level it out. The second point is that the base coat really helps make the top coat that much more shiny, or at least I found that when I use a base coat first before going in with the top coat, the shine is that much better. So that's why I do it. And I'm going to cure this, put on top coat, and then come back for a wrap up. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you liked it. Thank you for joining me. If you have any comments or questions, please put them down in the comment section below, and all the information for the products I used will be in the description box below. I would love it if I could get a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you always know when new videos are available. I do really love the way this nail came out. I am contemplating doing it as a full manicure for myself, or at least doing this as an accent, that maybe alternating with gold and blue for the other nails and doing the French accents, but I'll have to think about that a little bit more. But thank you again for joining me. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you soon. Bye.